Hey everyone, what's going on? Retire on Dividends here. I wanted to make a video to talk about the reverse split that's happening on Defiance because a lot of people are freaking out. I've seen a lot of questions come across on the Discord, on the comments on my YouTube, and also on the premieres on my YouTube. People are, rightfully concerned. So let's just talk about what's happening first. And then I'll show you kind of like what to expect when all said and done. So here's the announcement. They announced it on July 17th, which I am recording this video for context on July 18th. I'll post this video on Friday, July 19th, okay? So they announced it July 17th that they're going to do a reverse split on the big three, QQQY, JEPY, and IWMY. Split ratio shows 1-for-3, okay? But basically, for every 3 shares you own, you will now have 1. That's the reverse split. Forward split would be the opposite, right? For every 1, if they did a 3-to-1, you'd have 3. But either way, when it comes to reverse split or forward split, in the end, the value that's in your account does not change. Here's some FAQs about the reverse split, which I think it's cool that they have. Well, they probably have to. What is a reverse split? A reverse split of an ETF is a type of corporate action that reduces the number of outstanding shares of the ETF while proportionately increasing the ETF's net asset value. So yeah, basically they're reducing the total number of outstanding shares and they're going to increase the price, the NAV. The timing of this reverse split is August 1st, 2024. Will a reverse split affect the value of shareholders' investment portfolio? No, it will not. What are fractional? Well, they talk about fractional shares, but basically, if you have fractional shares, they're gonna turn that into cash. So here's an interesting question. Is shareholder approval required for a reverse split? Nope. And will a reverse split result in a ticker change? No. I don't know why that question's even there. It doesn't make any sense. But so anyway, long story short is on August 1st, if you have 3 shares of QQQY, right now it's at, say, $15. You will now instead have 1 share at $45. That's basically it. So I did make some updates on a spreadsheet for you guys to see this visually. So real quick, just so you know, the amount of days since inception up until reverse split date is 323 for QQQY, JEPY 318, and IWMY 276. So yes, it's less than a year for all of them, okay? And then obviously here's some stats up here that shows total distribution, how much they've been paying every month. So I have the same information and how it will look post-split, okay? So post-split, if you look at the current yield of QQQY, right, it shows 66%, 41% JEPY, 90% IWMY. The yield after the reverse split, it won't change. So that, again, that shouldn't be news to anyone. But more importantly, the current stock price, this is live as of when I'm recording, QQQY shows 1428. Let me zoom out a little. 1428. And after the reverse split, it'll be 4284. Okay? Because it's times 3, right? Because you have 3 shares. Instead, they're going to give you 1 share, but they're going to multiply the value of each fund by 3. So again, this is as of today's stock price. QQQY would go 4284. JEPY 4794, IWMY 4239. Now, the 52-week low of all these funds, if you look, they're close to their 52-week low. But basically, QQQY, JEPY, and IWMY are all in the $14, $15 range. So the number one question right now is, why are they doing a reverse split if it's not under $10? And why are they doing a 1-for-3 reverse split? I don't know the answer to that. You're going to have to ask Jay or Sylvia. Probably Sylvia. That's probably a Sylvia question. It's unfortunate. I just had her on, but I guess I could ask her via email if you guys are interested. Maybe we could talk about it. Although that's kind of something better. That's better to ask live. But I don't know. But either way, my opinion on that is I think, these funds, they just don't want to have to bother with it. They don't want to have to wait. And, obviously they could wait till 12, 11, 10 even, and then do it then. But they decided, okay, let's just get it over with. Let's rip the Band-Aid off, and then let's do a reverse split. But why the 1 for 3? Well, my answer to that is, why not? Why do a reverse split every year, right? Or even less than every year. Why not just do a 1 for 3? And that way you're doing it less frequently, because a reverse split involves paperwork. Paperwork involves time. Time is money. So you figured, although the price moving up to the $42, $47 range is not as attractive as where it is now. But regardless of that, I think in the end, they don't have to worry about freaking reverse splits when it's up to that high, right? If it goes down a decent amount, again, nobody's talking about reverse split in that price range. So maybe they regretfully, are thinking like they should have launched the stock at these ETFs at that price, right? I don't know. Maybe, yeah. I don't see why not. I know everyone loves like buying at a lower price, but in the end, it doesn't matter. It matters, how much you invest into it, right? And what the yield is paying and things like that. So anyway, so all of this is going to change. Like every statistic will reflect as of the reverse split, right? So 52-week high, 52-week low, that's going to change, right? Post reverse split. And more importantly, look, if you go to the July payment, they paid 65 cents for QQQY. So let's assume they pay the same exact payment. The next payment's going to be around $1.97 for QQQY. And if they say to pay the same thing for JEPY, the next payment won't be 46 cents. Instead, it'll be $1.39. IWMY, if they pay the same payment after post reverse split, it's not going to be 69 cents. It's going to be 69 cents times 3, which is 209. Okay. So last month they paid pretty low. So post reverse split, again, multiply it times 3, you could see some big payments. Yeah. IWMY probably definitely going to be over $2. JEPY probably $1.50 range, and QQQY will probably be over $2. That would be my guess. But anyway, these are the numbers to expect post reverse split. All right. Now, as far as like my current holdings, I own 200 shares of each. I own 200 shares of QQQY, JEPY, and IWMY. And here you see my cost basis: 1681, 1703, 1654. And the value, my holdings value, right? 2,850 QQQY, 3,196 JEPY, and 2,824 IWMY. That's the current value of my holdings. Why am I telling you that? Because I'm going to show you what my account's going to look like post reverse split. I am going to it's going to convert the 200 into, for all the funds, 66.67 shares, okay? And the cost basis is going to change on all of them, obviously. It's going to multiply times 3. QQQY cost basis, 5043, JEPY, 5109, and then IWMY, 4962, okay? Now, about the shares, obviously, they're not going to give me fractional shares, right? They're going to give it to me in whole shares. So if I end up with a fraction, like 66.67 shares, my guess, and again, I didn't see this on the Q&A, but I'm pretty sure this is how it goes. They would give me 66 shares of each, and they would convert the 0.67 into cash. And then you see the cash value, what that would turn into. I get like 28 to 30 bucks each. So in the end, with the cash value plus the new holdings value, the total value post reverse split will be the exact same numbers as pre-reverse split. I'm not losing a dime, okay, guys? It looks like we're losing shares, but we're not. They're increasing the price of the shares by the same divisor as the amount we're losing at, right? So if we're losing for every 3 shares, we're going to gain in price by 3. So there should be no worry as far as that is concerned, right? You're not losing money. The only negative that this is like publicity wise, like it just looks bad to the public, because when you hear reverse stock split on a normal equity ETF, it's not equity stock. It's just bad. It just looks bad because the company, obviously the stock price is dropping, the interest, et cetera, and so forth. When it comes to high yield dividends, yes, their NAV drops. The NAV drops are expected because they're paying 60% yield, and sometimes obviously the income does not support that, so of course the NAV will drop. All right, so again, you guys do what you want. It's your money, but I'm just telling you, there is no change in value. Everything is exactly the same. The amount of distribution you would have gotten paid is the same. Yes, the only change is if you have 200 shares like me, you'll possibly get converted. You'll have 0.67 shares that get converted to cash. So if you want to buy back in, so you have the same amount of value, you can do that later, right? But my guess is they won't convert into fractional. They'll just convert whole shares. If they do convert fractional, I'll sell my 0.67 because I hate fractional shares. But a lot of brokers don't even support fractional, I believe. I don't even know. But again, maybe that's a question to you guys, because I believe that is the case. But please confirm that they would not convert you into a fractional share position. All right, guys, I hope that made sense. But again, if there is a worry, let me know your concerns in the comments below. I want to hear them because I'm just curious. But to me, it's business as usual. Obviously, you don't want anything to do with reverse split. But look, they're at 14, 15, they're not below 10. There's no cause for panic. But even if they were below 10, who gives a damn? It'll be $30. Okay, well, same thing, same value, right? The idea of the fund has not changed. The strategy of the fund has not changed. They just did a reverse split. This is what happens with these funds, and there's going to be many, many more. This time next year, or even I'll say in 2 years, no one's going to even care. Like a reverse split is going to be so normal by then. It's going to be like, okay, here we go. We'll have like reverse split parties at that point. But again, I just want to kind of make a video to talk about it, to make sure everyone understands what exactly is going to happen. So you're not losing money. Yes, you're losing shares, but the value of each share will go up, so you'll have an equal amount of money that you had before, okay? And again, one thing I just actually want to bring up too is everyone always says, what is the point of these funds, right? All you do is you get paid your own money and you pay taxes on it. So, I mean, first of all, if you look at total return, guys, look at total return, and that's it. Just look at total return. Total return on QQQY, what is it? 12.85%, okay? JEPY, total return. What is it? 12.93%. This is even with the bad week. And then IWMY, total return, 14.4%. So they are making money. They're not making enough to pay you everything that, they're not making every dime that they pay you out. Of course, that's not the case. That's why the NAV is dropping. But they're making a decent amount. So again, they're not just automatically paying you back your money. But then there comes, the taxes. I'm going to have to pay taxes on my own money. Well, have you seen the 19A1 notices? All right. Have you seen them? Look at QQQY. They all have 19A1 notices. Here it is. Okay. Let's see. Return of capital. Estimated return of capital of the last payment is about 25 cents of it. Okay. Current distributions to date. Estimated return of capital, 46% of the distributions, fiscal year to date, 46% is return of capital. And again, this is not tax advice, but anything that's return of capital, is that my car making a funny noise? That's weird. But if it's return of capital, you're not going to pay taxes on it, okay? It'll reduce your taxable cost basis, of course, but you're not going to pay taxes. So I don't want to hear that argument. Obviously, if this, again, this is an estimate. So if this stays true, then you'll have to pay 53% of whatever income you have on taxes. My hope is 100% of it will be tax return of capital, but we'll see. I have no idea. But again, I just wanted to point that out if that helps. And then, yeah, if you go to the website, it says right here, Defiance announces 1 for 3 reverse stock split. Click here to learn more. Probably takes you, it takes you to the same thing that I had. So yeah, you can get this directly on their website. You can read the Q&A yourself. And if you have any questions, you can email them directly through the website. I'm sure they'll be happy to answer. Again, these are good people. You saw my interview with Sylvia, just a good person, you know, real honest person who's here to answer any questions. So if you haven't seen it, I will pin it to this video so you guys can go check it out, okay? But if you have any questions for me, again, feel free to leave in the comments. If you guys enjoyed this video, if it helped out at all, please remember to hit the like button. It does go a long way. And also, if you want to help the channel out even more, the best way to do it is share the videos or share the channel with your friends and family if they're interested in retiring on dividends. Obviously, that's the name of the game here. Also, not financial advice. I am not a financial advisor. This video is for fun and entertainment. So hopefully you had fun. Hopefully you were entertained. If not, we'll do it on the next reverse split video. But hopefully there aren't too many, right? So obviously, yes, the recap, the reverse split is going to happen on August 1st, okay? 1 for 3. So for every 3 shares you own of each of these funds, it'll now reflect as 1. But the price will be multiplied by 3. So again, same market value in your brokerage account. So you should not see, you know, any damage there. You may see some weird numbers like on the overnight and maybe even the morning of, but sometimes it takes a while to kick in. But in the end, it'll be fine. But I don't know. I'm not concerned. You guys, you know, you make your own decisions what you want to do with these funds, but I'm still going to buy. The only thing that pisses me off is I now own 66 shares. Like, what the hell? I had a nice 200 shares of each. Nice round number. Now, I got to buy 34 freaking shares to get to 100 each. I'm going to do it, though, because I'm a dumbass, and I just, you know, I love these funds. So it's going to take me a while, though, because they're going to be more expensive, about 45 a pop. But it is what it is. It's all good. All right, guys, thank you for watching and have a great day. I will talk to you later.